Polytechnic State University at San Luis Obispo is working to diversify their campus by deliberately slashing the number of white students. Here now to weigh in on this is a student at Cal Poly and a campusreform.org correspondent, Roberta Martin. Roberta, thanks so much for coming on this morning. We appreciate your time. This is classic reverse discrimination. You're welcome. What do you think being a student there?
Yeah, well, I mean, by saying that their goal is to limit the number of white students to 40% of the campus population, they're essentially saying the most important aspect of our campus community is whether you're white or non-white. And that's just creating division where there doesn't need to be division and where there hasn't been division previously. One of the great things about Cal Poly is that it is such a fair, merit-based admission system. And that's something that we can all be proud of and rally around, because it means that everyone is an academic equal at our school, and we can all view each other that way because we're all admitted under the same academic standards. And then to bring race into it and make that such an important qualification really just divides us unnecessarily, and it creates divisions where there weren't any before.
And it clearly now is no longer going to be a merit-based university. If they're moving towards a race-based admissions process, it can't be merit-based. You can't be both at the same time. It doesn't happen.
Yeah, no, it's extremely unfortunate, especially because Cal Poly has stayed away from these identity-based politics in the past. I mean, it's certainly not surprising that they have fallen in line with this trend on college campuses of choosing color over qualifications or accomplishments of their students. And that's something that the Leadership Institute's campus reform has been following a lot on dozens of college campuses. Yeah. But Cal Poly has previously stayed away from that, and that was a great thing, and that was something to be proud of, and the fact they're now falling in line with that is extremely disappointing.
Well, it's a public school, and they gave out a little quote here that we're going to read. In 2011, the campus was 63% Caucasian. In fall of 2017, it was less than 55%. Applications from underrepresented minority students doubled between 2008 and 2018. Progress is being made, but there is still much work to do. What do you say in response to that?
I mean, whenever progress is defined as limiting the admissions of a certain racial group, I mean, that's racism. I mean, you can call it diversity, you can call it inclusion, you can call it quotas, you can call it whatever you want. But if you're admitting people on the basis of race, that's racism, and that's something that no public school should be doing. Real
quick here, just to let everybody know, there was a 2016 affirmative action case that went to the Supreme Court, and the affirmative action people won the case. It was a 4-3 vote. Justice Anthony Kennedy was a swing vote in that case. If Brett Kavanaugh is confirmed, that could change votes like that. Do you think that'll happen? Do you think that'll go back to the Supreme Court?
That would be fantastic. I mean, I know that Cal Poly could certainly use a change. I know that President Trump has expressed that he would like to see less affirmative action and that he has kind of rolled back the Obama administration's policies regarding that, which is fantastic because, honestly, it just creates division and it creates a dividing line among students. And it's just unfair to students who work hard to get into a merit-based application system. So it would be great to see that rolled back.
We'll see if that fight comes up again. Thank you so much, Roberta. We appreciate your time.